It's a Thurston County Amateur Barbecue Cook-Off. Now's your chance to bring your backyard barbecue skills into a local county-wide competition and see just how good it really is with the first annual Thurston County Amateur Barbecue Cook-Off competition. Just think, you could have a shot at prizes and recognition and have a great time as well. All the proceeds go to AFAB World. Go to afabworld.org or call 754-2868 for all the information. Preliminary rounds are forming now. It's the Thurston County Amateur Barbecue Cook-Off.
Hi Diego, howdy YouTube, and welcome Thurston County. Today we're going to head out to the St. Martin's Pavilion. I believe it's called the Marcus building. And we're going to cover the Boys and Girls Club of Thurston County and 10th annual fundraising breakfast. There's about 800 to 1,000 people going to show up, and it should be lots of fun and interesting. Great food too.
Good morning. And I have to tell you all right now, my 41st birthday is on Sunday because I've already had people ask, are you going to come? Just have to tell you, I have 3 high school kids, and I've already been asked that a couple of times this morning. The Boys and Girls Club has really been the celebration of our family. We are not your typical Boys and Girls Club family, and not your typical Boys and Girls Club parent. As you listen to the data around families living in poverty, lots of families who've traveled across the country with the military, that's not our family. We moved here almost 4 years ago for a job I took at the office of the superintendent of public instruction, and I had an elementary 6th grader, a 7th grader, and an 8th grader. And my 2 older kids were going to be getting out of school later in the afternoon, and that would be fine, I'd be home in time. But my younger one was going to get out of school 2 hours before I got out of work, and we were trying to figure out what to do with him. And he came home one day from his elementary school and said, there's this Boys and Girls Club close to my school. It's right down the street, and I can take a van, and it's only $25. And as a classroom teacher, I had a bunch of kids in East Tacoma who went to the Boys and Girls Club, and I knew it was a great place. And so we trusted the Boys and Girls Club to take care of our son. But what we didn't realize was how huge an impact it would have on him. My son today is 15 years old. Tomorrow morning he'll be honored at his high school, at Timberland High School, as the Math Student of the Year as a freshman in advanced trigonometry. He has an IQ of 140.
Today was their 10th annual breakfast fundraiser. I spoke with Ian Adair. He said there were about 100 volunteers. There looked like about 1,000 people total at this breakfast. The focus of this breakfast was to profile students. They had students that were in all the way up to high school that were speaking. They had some graduate students that were in the workforce speaking. And then the video you're going to see I caught was one of the mothers of the students explaining why they found Boys and Girls Club for their student to
be all kids from the Boys and Girls Club. That is his social circle. That is his salvation. He has 2 now technology certifications, so he has a year's worth of adult work experience as a freshman in high school. What a gift. We're pretty well off, but we couldn't have given him that gift. And as I think about all of my hundreds of students who've been impacted by the Boys and Girls Clubs across the state of Washington, from Tacoma to Spokane, and I think about my own son, the opportunity we have here in Thurston County to give, whether you're giving financially, whether you're giving of your time, is saving children. And they're not all poor children, they're not all brown children, they're not all military families. But each one of the children that walk through the doors of the Boys and Girls Club are touched in a special way. And what I would say as a classroom teacher, we are each as adults touched as well. And so every opportunity that we have to give back is such an incredible gift. And I want to thank you on behalf of our family for the gift that the Lacey branch has been to us. It really has been the salvation of my son. And I do believe that he'll become a volunteer there next year as a sophomore in high school. It's really his heart. He loves young children. He understands how to work with young kids and older kids. He's an old soul and he's a 5-year-old all at the same time. But I believe he'll be one of those kids. He'll be a Boys and Girls Club kid for life. And so as you think about giving today, I want you to remember my son, the 6'2" giant who looks like a linebacker but really who just wants to belong somewhere and to call somewhere home. And that, for him, is the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you.
While I was there, I was greeted several times by some of the youth volunteers that were probably about yay big or smaller and even cuter. I noticed it looked like Commissioner Valenzuela was there when I was videoing, and I ran into Lacey City Councilwoman Cynthia Pratt, along with my friend Keith Westman from high school, who said he was there. They had a table there. I did not catch what organization he was with, but he did indicate that if they had a program in the west side, that his children would be volunteering at that program. So all in all, I think it was a very successful breakfast. They had great food, it looked like. I got some good photos of that, which you're probably seeing right now. And you'll also probably remember that in the past I've done some agriculture stuff with Boys and Girls Club, specifically with Lacey City Councilman Ron Lawson, where I help video document and advise on the Victory Garden beds they put in at both the Lacey and Tumwater Boys and Girls Club. And this is my coverage. It's really good to get out and see the support of charity in the community in Thurston County and Lacey.
Ron Lawson. I'm standing at the corner of the Boys and Girls Club in Lacey on a site where we're about to be constructing a super garden for the Boys and Girls Club here in Lacey. We'll do this effort also out at the Tumwater Club. This is September 13th, and I have behind me a very, very energetic crew of Army personnel helping to get the blackberries out of this site, where eventually we will have a top-notch garden for the kids here at the Boys and Girls Club. I want to express my appreciation to Matt Saudy and the group that he brought along, Mr. Steele.
Good.
Thank you for watching Spot Light Olympia. This is a new show I'm doing. I'm going to use some of my old footage from YouTube to cover some of the events I've already been at. And then I'm also going to cover things like the Thurston County Boys and Girls Breakfast that I just did live coverage. And we're going to focus on things related to charity and fun in Thurston County. We're calling it Spot Light Oly because that's the hub of Thurston County. So this will be a new show. It'll be running on TCTV as well as my YouTube channel, where I'm followed in 25 countries. I have over 1,400 subscribers, and I get 800 to 1,600 views a day. Thank you all for watching, rating, commenting, and subscribing. See you later, YouTube. Bye, Diego.